gosh. Can't even tell you how many times this has taken me already. Okay, well, what the... Some parts of this game have not aged all that great. This is where I think 2 blows this game completely out of the water. Like, parts of this game have just not aged well. That's... Yeah, that's... So that's one of those, that's, that's... That's... That's one of those... That's, Yeah, there are parts of this where... It doesn't feel like this game would be good with the games like this. Like, whatever made anyone think that a game in 3D would ever work with a D-pad? I wonder what took them so long, because... What year did I'm trying to think of what year the PlayStation came out. I'm trying to think of when that happened. Oh, so it came out in '94. I believe the original Twisted Metal was released I got a hard time looking at that. Well, that's... yeah, that's... Yeah, that's... Yeah, so that's... Yeah, so that's one of those, so that's one thing. Yeah, so that's one of, yeah, that's one of those. Yeah, it feels like I know there were greatest hits editions that were eventually released that eventually saw the use of a joystick allowed, but fun fact, a game I will be doing in 2019, Ape Escape, was the first game in Sony's history, in the history of the PlayStation, to actually use the analog stick rather than the digital D-pad, which is called digital pad. So that's a fun little fact. And that's the thing, is that the D-pad yeah, so Yeah, it feels like the D-pad was not optimal for the game. This game would probably been... This game has just not aged that great, is my whole thing here. The game has just not aged, I think, as well as some people think. It's aged, like, it's an iconic series, yes, but this game in particular is what I'm highlighting. There are parts of this game that just have not aged well. They just have not aged well. Like, well, I'm being honest here with you. Yeah, but we're gonna be honest here. This game has not aged particularly well. It's Decision Day. And by the way, so just so we're clear, if this is released on... If this video is aired on a different day that's from the Pokemon one, remember, not all of these are recorded in tune with each other. So I'm not going to release this on... If I record this on a Sunday, it might not be released on a Sunday. But I think you already know that. Anyone who's watching, I'm pretty sure knows that. Yeah, so yeah, it's Decision Day. Seattle, like I said before in another video, they have a chance to get all the way up to second if things boil the right way for them. So they can be as high as third, and the second is as low as sixth. Yeah, so there's a chance that they could get... There's actually no chance. They would have to win, but they would have to somehow turn around the goal differential on Kansas City, and they have LAFC in front of them. They can't get first. There's no way. There's no way they can get first. Unless they did it themselves. Unless somehow that game only ended at one and they put like a whole bunch behind the San Jose Earthquakes, but... Yeah, they would have to somehow make up 10 goals in the goal differential on Kansas City. I'm just looking at this right now because I wanted to make sure I had that right when I talked about this. So yeah, there's still a chance they can get all the way up to second. I'm hoping for it. I'm hoping the Sporting KC wins today. So, because if Seattle wins, they have a chance to jump them. What the hell happened to San Jose? They were one of those good NFL franchises. They were one of those good MLS franchises in the early years. They have just not gotten it together. They have fallen. That franchise has fallen apart. I think this is like the second year in a row that they're going to finish with the worst record in all of MLS. Yeah, so yeah, they would have to have a lot. They would need a pure miracle. Because remember, goal differential in all walks of soccer is usually the first determiner. I myself am a one that prefers head-to-head. So that's one of the... Yeah, that's... It's unlikely to happen, but you never know with these kinds of things. Yeah, that's kind of... It's unlikely. I've never, like, I'll be honest about going back to Twisted Metal for a minute. I'll be honest here, I never played much of the original. I never played much of the original. The first ever Twisted Metal game I played was 2. And I believe the first one I did on this channel was Black? I want to say it was Black, but it probably wasn't. Yeah. Yeah. So that's kind of that first one. Yeah, so I believe I also got Head On. When I first got my PSP, that was one of the first games I got was Twisted Metal Head On. I love that game. I really did. First time I ever got I also got a Madden. I loved the PSP. I truly did. I would get one again if I could find one. If I could find a cheap PSP, I'll get my hands on it. If I can find another PSP, I will get my hands on that. I'll be all up in a PSP. Ah. Yeah, so that's... Okay, so only Warthog is left, it looks like. I should be able to outlast this one. I'm just gonna find him and blow him up now. I have a freeze missile I can hit him with, too. We're gonna special him to death here. Boom! Boom! Alright, so, yeah, let's see what's next here. Okay.